As I sit here quietly in the gentle stillness of morning, I return to my breath. I breathe in softly and exhale slowly. With every breath, I invite peace into my body. I place one hand gently over my heart and feel its steady rhythm, a reminder that life is already in motion, already loving me, already working on my behalf. I don't have to rush. I don't have to push. I only need to remember that I am safe and that everything is unfolding in perfect order. For a long time, I believed I had to force things to happen to make life bend to my timeline. I thought delays meant failure, and waiting felt like punishment. But over time, I began to see a deeper truth rise within me. Life doesn't need to be controlled. Life is not against me. Life is for me. It is with me. It is responding to me with deep intelligence and compassion. Every season in nature has its rhythm. Spring never rushes into summer, and the moon never worries if it's waxing or waning. In the same way, our lives move according to a divine rhythm that is wiser than any plan we could force into being. This rhythm, this divine timing, is the gentle current carrying us exactly where we need to go, even if we cannot yet see what lies ahead. When I began to trust this rhythm, I softened. I let go of the fear that I was behind or missing out. I stopped measuring myself by someone else's clock. I started listening, breathing, and choosing peace over pressure. And the more I trusted, the more life surprised me with beauty, alignment, and right timing, not on my schedule, but on life's. Dear one, delays are not punishments. Detours are not failures. Sometimes the path that seems the longest brings us exactly what we didn't know we were searching for. Divine timing isn't always fast, but it is always right. Even in the stillness, life is working for us. So I return again to the truth that anchors me each day. Everything I need comes to me at the perfect time. I do not have to beg for it, chase it, or grasp at it. I do not have to earn it through stress. I only have to remain open, willing, and trusting. When I let go of the need to control the how and the when, I create space for miracles to arrive in their own perfect way. Let us begin this gentle journey together by pausing for a breath. Place your hand over your heart, dear one, and softly whisper, I trust the timing of my life. Feel how your body softens with those words. Feel how your shoulders release, your jaw unclenches, and your spirit begins to rest. Let us now explore the quiet wisdom of divine timing and how worry, control, and fear gently dissolve when we return to trust, surrender, and the grace of receiving. There was a time when I believed that worrying was a form of caring, that if I worried enough, I could somehow protect myself or others. I thought that worrying kept me prepared, but in truth, worry was never preparation. It was fear dressed as responsibility. Worry is the mind's way of rehearsing pain before it ever happens. It builds stories about the future, stories rooted not in truth, but in fear. It imagines worst-case scenarios drawing us further and further away from the present moment. And the more we worry, the less we can hear the soft, loving guidance within us. When I am caught in worry, I am sending a message to life that I do not trust it, that I believe I am alone, that I believe something terrible is coming, and that I must brace for it. This tightens my body, closes my heart, and clouds my intuition. And in that tension, I forget I am not alone. Life is always guiding me. The truth is, guidance doesn't scream, it whispers. It comes as a gentle nudge, an inner knowing, a soft light pointing the way. But it cannot reach me when I am tangled in fear. Worry creates static in the signal. It clutters the space where wisdom wants to land. So now, when I notice that I am starting to worry, I pause. I take a breath. I soften my shoulders. I place my hand over my heart and gently remind myself, this moment is safe. Life has brought me this far. It will carry me forward. I've learned that I do not need to have all the answers. I do not need to know how everything will unfold. I only need to stay present and trust that whatever comes, I will meet it with strength and grace. Instead of asking, what if it doesn't work out? I now ask, what if life is preparing something even better than I imagined? Instead of bracing for pain, I breathe into peace. Instead of gripping the unknown, I open my hands and release. Because the truth is, life always responds to energy. When I radiate fear, I attract more things to fear. But when I choose peace, even just for one breath, I open a new door, a door where clarity, support, and divine timing can enter. Today, I choose peace. Today, I remember that worry is not love, trust is. So if worry visits your heart today, speak to it gently. You can say, I hear you. I understand you're scared, but we are safe and we are supported. Life knows the way. And then take another breath and another and another. Let your body soften. Let your mind settle, and let your soul remember its deepest truth. I replace worry with peace. Life always takes care of me. For much of my life, I believed that control kept me safe. If I could just manage every detail, anticipate every outcome, and avoid every risk, then nothing could fall apart. I mistook hypervigilance for wisdom. I thought if I could just stay on top of everything, I could finally rest. But I never did. Control didn't bring peace. It brought pressure. I was always bracing, always tightening, always expecting something to go wrong so I could be ready. It was exhausting. Underneath the surface, I was scared not of the world itself, but of what might happen if I loosened my grip. There's an image I often return to, holding sand in a clenched fist. The harder I squeeze, the more it escapes through my fingers. But when I open my hand, the sand rests gently in my palm. It doesn't need to be held tightly, it only needs to be held softly. Control is like that. It pretends to be protection, but it's often fear in disguise. It's the voice that says, if I don't do everything, no one else will. It's the belief that rest is dangerous, that ease is irresponsible, that receiving is weak. But I have learned that the opposite is true. Surrender is not giving up, it is opening up. It is not passivity, it is peace. When I let go of how I think life should unfold, I make space for miracles. I stop interfering with a wisdom far greater than my own. There is a sacred rhythm to life, an intelligence moving beneath all things. It is not random, it is not cruel. It is kind and generous and always guiding me toward wholeness. When I stopped trying to control everything, I could finally feel this rhythm. And in that feeling, I found relief, I found breath, I found rest. Now, when I notice myself tightening, trying to plan every detail, control every outcome, or micromanage someone else's path, I pause. I place my hand over my heart. I breathe, and I remember. I do not need to hold the entire world together. Life already knows what it's doing. I am allowed to soften. I am allowed to trust. I am allowed to let go and still be safe. Letting go doesn't mean I don't care. It means I care enough to stop resisting. It means I love myself enough to stop living in constant strain. It means I finally believe that life can meet me halfway if I give it the space to move. I let go and allow life to flow in perfect harmony. Today, I choose release over resistance. I open my hands, my heart, and my life to something greater than control. I open to trust. There was a time when waiting felt unbearable to me. I thought that if something wasn't happening right away, it meant it never would. I equated silence with abandonment, delay with denial, and pauses with punishment. But life, in its quiet wisdom, kept inviting me to see waiting in a new light, not as a void, but as a sacred preparation. Now I understand that every pause has purpose. Every delay carries intelligence. Waiting is not wasted time. It is divine incubation. A seed does not bloom the moment it touches soil. There is a hidden season beneath the earth, a soft, unseen becoming. The seed must open in darkness before it can rise toward the sun. It is held by soil, nourished by elements it cannot see, strengthened in secret. If we were to dig it up too soon, we would interrupt its miracle. So many of my desires have been just like that seed, quietly developing beneath the surface while I doubted the process. A baby grows for months in the safe hush of the womb. The mother cannot see the daily miracles forming inside her. Yet the baby grows anyway, cell by cell, breath by breath, guided by wisdom older than time. That is divine preparation. And the butterfly, perhaps the most beautiful metaphor of all, dissolves in its cocoon before it transforms. Inside that cocoon, nothing appears to be happening. From the outside, it looks like stillness, but inside, an extraordinary rearranging is taking place. What seems like silence is actually divine architecture. Life works this way with our dreams, our healing, our relationships, our abundance. So much is happening where our eyes cannot yet see. When I began trusting this invisible preparation, my whole world softened. I realized I had been judging timing from a very limited perspective. I wanted quick answers, fast solutions, instant clarity, but life wanted to give me perfect answers, whole solutions, and aligned clarity, and that takes time. Unseen forces are always arranging people, opportunities, and circumstances for our highest good. Paths are being cleared. Hearts are being softened. Doors are being crafted just for us. Sometimes we are being prepared. Other times, the world around us is being prepared so that when the moment comes, everything meets with grace instead of struggle. Now, when I find myself in a season of stillness, I take a deep breath and say, "Thank you that it is already unfolding." Gratitude lifts me out of fear and places me back into trust. Gratitude reminds me that I am not waiting alone. Life is working on my behalf. Instead of pushing, I choose peace. Instead of worrying, I choose acceptance. Instead of trying to rush divine timing, I let myself be softened by it. Waiting is not punishment. Waiting is protection. Waiting is alignment. Waiting is love reshaping my life quietly. And so I bless the pause. I bless the unfolding. I bless the perfect timing of my life. I am patient. I trust in divine preparation. I allow the universe to take its gentle, deliberate steps toward me, knowing that everything meant for me is already on its way, arriving in the perfect way at the perfect time. There were moments in my life when something I deeply wanted didn't arrive when I thought it should. I mistook the pause for punishment. I thought, why not now? I felt forgotten, unseen, left behind. But now I understand something gentler and far more powerful. Delays are not denials. Delays are protection. When life asks me to wait, it is not closing a door, it is strengthening the foundation. When things don't bloom right away, it isn't failure, it is nature's way of rooting what will last. A flower doesn't open just because we wish it to. It blooms when the time is right, when the sun has ripened it, when the soil has nurtured it, when its roots are strong enough to support its full beauty. If it were forced open too soon, it would tear and fall apart. The unfolding must match the readiness, and so it is with us. Sometimes what we desire is indeed on the way, but we are still softening, still learning, still preparing to hold the weight of the blessing. Other times, the blessing itself is not yet fully formed. It is being molded, aligned, and perfected for us behind the scenes. I've learned that divine timing isn't about punishment, it's about precision. Life is not random. There is intelligence woven into the pauses. There is purpose behind the detours. Every delay I've ever experienced has led me to something truer, kinder, more aligned, even if I couldn't see it at the time. When things didn't happen when I expected them to, I used to push harder, try to control more, question my worth. Now, I pause and say, thank you for protecting me from what I was not yet ready for. Thank you for redirecting me toward what will truly support my joy. There are blessings I once begged for that I now see would have overwhelmed me. There are closed doors that were really sacred shields. There are quiet delays that in hindsight were the very moments that saved my peace. Delay doesn't mean something's wrong. It often means something is being made right. Every delay is a refinement. Every pause is strengthening the roots beneath the surface of my life. Life is making sure that what comes to me can stay, that I'm prepared not just to receive, but to sustain and enjoy the fullness of the gift. Now I trust the waiting. I trust the rhythm. I trust the unseen wisdom shaping my path. I no longer see delays as setbacks. I see them as support, loving, careful support from a universe that always wants the best for me. I whisper now with deep peace in my heart. Delays protect me. Redirections guide me. I am always in the right place at the right time. There is a moment, quiet and unmistakable, when the body knows you've surrendered. Your chest expands, your shoulders drop, the breath moves with ease again. The tightness that once gripped your belly or curled your fingers begins to melt. That moment is trust. Trust is not an idea. It is not a concept to be analyzed. It is a felt experience, a physical shift from constriction to openness, from defense to peace. When I began to practice trust, truly practice it, I noticed how much of my day had been shaped by subtle fear, the racing mind, the shallow breathing, the tight plans, the frantic grasping. Even in my best intentions, there was tension underneath the belief that I had to make everything happen or else it wouldn't. But something changes when you choose trust. Trust is a softening not just in the body, but in the heart, the mind, the entire nervous system. It does not mean giving up. It means giving over. It means partnering with the life force that has always been holding you. There is a deeper rhythm guiding us, a rhythm that does not rush, does not panic, and does not forget. When I align myself with that rhythm, I no longer feel behind or too late or not enough. I feel steady. I feel carried. Trust transforms how we see life. The same situation that once triggered anxiety now becomes a chance to lean in with calm assurance. The same delay that used to frustrate me now invites patience. The same silence that once felt like abandonment now feels like sacred space. As trust deepens, so does the quality of life. Time stretches, colors brighten, people feel gentler, and things begin to flow not because I force them, but because I've opened to receive. I no longer try to muscle my way through challenges. I no longer chase opportunities out of fear. I breathe. I soften. I listen. And from that place, I find my next step, not out of urgency, but out of alignment. The softening power of trust is the medicine that so many of us have longed for, and it is available right now in this breath. Today, I choose to let go of needing to know how everything will unfold. I trust that I am not walking alone. Life walks with me, whispering, guiding, unfolding each step in divine order. I place my hand over my heart and say, I trust that I am guided every step of the way. And with that, I soften, I open, I receive. As I began to trust life more deeply, I noticed something beautiful. Life started speaking back, not with words, but through signs, nudges, winks, and quiet affirmations that I was exactly where I needed to be. At first, I brushed them off. A certain song playing at the perfect moment, a book falling off the shelf, a message arriving just when I needed clarity, a conversation overheard that answered an unspoken question in my heart. These are not accidents. They are signs of alignment, confirmations from the universe that I am in step with a rhythm greater than my own. Synchronicities arrive when we are open, present, and aligned. They may seem like coincidences to the mind, but the heart knows better. The heart recognizes when something is too perfect to be random. It whispers, "This is for you." One day I found an old note I had written years ago. It held an intention I had long forgotten, one that somehow was beginning to unfold in my life at that very moment. The timing was uncanny, and yet it felt orchestrated. That is the nature of divine timing. It weaves what we need into our lives with quiet precision. We do not need to chase signs. They come when we are in harmony with ourselves and with life. When our thoughts, emotions, and actions align, the path becomes clearer, and life begins to reflect back our inner peace. The right people arrive. The next step reveals itself. The door gently opens. Flow is the evidence. Transparency in communication. Unforced connections. Ease where once there was struggle. These are all signs that we are aligned with our truth, with our purpose, and with the greater intelligence that guides all things. The more I slow down, the more I notice these moments. They are everywhere. The universe is always talking. We only need to listen. So I open my heart to receive these divine whispers, and I trust them. When something resonates deeply, when it feels like a puzzle piece clicking into place, I don't need to second guess it. I simply say, "Thank you. I see the sign. I trust the message." Today, I welcome synchronicity. I welcome clarity. I welcome the beauty of divine coordination. I am no longer waiting for proof that I'm supported. I see it all around me. With a grateful heart, I affirm. I recognize the signs. I am in harmony with life, and I walk forward with quiet confidence, knowing I am guided by more than chance. I am guided by love. There was a time when I believed I had to work hard for everything I received. I carried a quiet belief that worthiness had to be earned, that blessings only came through effort, pressure, or constant striving. But life, in its wisdom, began to teach me something softer. something truer. Blessings do not respond to strain. They respond to openness. When we clench and grasp, we block the flow. When we push and force, we signal to life that we do not trust it to provide. But when we soften, when we relax the body and quiet the mind, something miraculous happens. We become available to receive. Receiving is not about chasing or striving. It is a receptive energy, a gentle allowing. To receive means to open emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It means loosening the protective shell around the heart and letting love flow in. It means trusting that we are already worthy, already enough, already positioned to welcome what is meant for us. I've learned that when I meet life with peace, life meets me with grace. When I slow down, I notice more. When I breathe, my energy becomes magnetic. When I rest in trust instead of tension, I attract what truly aligns with my soul. I used to think I had to deserve goodness. Now I understand. Goodness is my natural birthright. I do not have to chase it. I simply need to allow it. Imagine holding out your hands, palms open, relaxed. This is the posture of receiving. This is how we say to the universe, I am ready. I am open. I welcome what is mine. When we carry gratitude in our energy, not just for what we have, but for what we're ready to receive, we step into harmony with life's abundant flow. I no longer push. I invite. I no longer grasp. I welcome. I no longer doubt. I trust. And I affirm with a peaceful heart. I receive with ease. I receive with gratitude. Every breath is a gift. Every moment is an opportunity to soften. Every day holds quiet miracles waiting for a door to open. And so I open. Gratitude is more than a response. It is an energetic invitation. I used to think I needed to wait until something arrived before I could be thankful. But life taught me another rhythm. Gratitude is not the end of the journey. It is the beginning. Gratitude says to the universe, I am ready now. When I began to practice thankfulness before the blessing showed up, something shifted. It was as if life could finally hear my readiness. I wasn't begging or bargaining. I was simply opening the door. You see, gratitude dissolves the illusion of waiting. It anchors you in the truth that everything is already in motion, even if it hasn't yet appeared in visible form. It's like planting a seed and watering the soil with appreciation before the first sprout rises. We don't dig up the earth every day to see if it's working. We trust. We nurture. We say thank you in advance. And the same is true with love, with healing, with opportunities, with abundance. Gratitude is the frequency of fulfillment. It aligns our energy with the outcomes we desire. When we say thank you, we are telling life, I see it, I feel it, I trust it, even before I touch it. Gratitude removes resistance. It soothes impatience. It steadies the mind. When I live in gratitude, I stop grasping. I stop doubting. I stop asking when and begin feeling now, because in this moment I am already blessed. Even in the space of not knowing, there is something to be thankful for. The breath I just took, the lessons I'm learning, the strength I'm gaining, the unseen miracles on their way. So today, I give thanks for what is and for what is becoming. I bless the path ahead. I bless the timing I cannot yet see. I bless the version of me who will be ready to meet the blessings when they arrive. And I affirm with clarity and trust, I am thankful for what is coming. I am ready to receive. Gratitude turns ordinary moments into sacred ones. It creates a bridge between where we are and where we're going. And the more we say thank you, the more life says yes. There is a rhythm to life, a pulse, a current, a gentle wave that knows exactly where to take us. I've learned that I don't have to thrash or swim upstream. I don't need to chase or control the tide. I only need to listen, to feel, to trust. Think of the ocean. The waves rise and fall without struggle. Each one arrives in perfect timing, not too early, not too late. There is no urgency in nature, only presence. This is the rhythm I am learning to live by. There were times in my life when I woke with panic before the sun had even risen, before anything had gone wrong. My mind would race with all the things not yet done, all the things not yet arrived. It was as though I believed my urgency could speed up the universe. But urgency comes from fear, and fear disconnects us from the rhythm of truth. Now I rise slowly. I let my breath be the first sound I hear. I remember that peace is not something I earn, it's something I choose. Even when outer circumstances are still shifting, I can begin my day with calm. I no longer wait for everything to be fixed to feel peace. I begin with peace, and I allow it to shape what comes next. I also let go of comparison. I know now that my timing is mine, not late, not behind, not broken. When we compare our lives to others, we miss the miracle of our own journey. Just like flowers bloom at different times, we all awaken at our own pace. There is no prize for blooming first. There is only alignment. And alignment is a soft place, a place where we trust that where we are is sacred, that nothing is wasted, that every pause, every pivot, every quiet morning is part of a divine unfolding. So I no longer ask, when will it happen? I say, it is happening now in ways I may not yet see. I let the river of life carry me. I stop pushing. I stop chasing. I stop rushing past this beautiful moment. I listen to the wisdom of stillness. I let peace guide me, because when I am present, I am aligned. And when I am aligned, life flows. Whisper this gently with me now. I am aligned with the rhythm of my life. Feel the peace that comes from letting go of urgency. Feel the soft joy of being exactly where you are, and affirm with me. Peace guides me. Flow supports me. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time. In fact, life has been walking beside you all along, waiting patiently for you to rest in its rhythm. Let the tide carry you now. Let the morning hold you. Let your life rise like the ocean, in perfect timing, with perfect trust. For so long, I misunderstood the word surrender. I believed it meant giving up, collapsing, or admitting failure. I thought that to surrender was to lose, but life has taught me a gentler truth. Surrender is not defeat, it is wisdom. True surrender is not about passivity. It's not about being powerless. In fact, it is one of the most powerful things I can do because it connects me to something greater than my fear. To surrender is to release the illusion that I must do it all alone. There was a time when I believed I had to push and pull and plan and force every moment. I thought if I just worked harder, stayed alert, stayed tense, I could make life obey me. But life is not meant to be wrestled into submission. Life is meant to be danced with step by step, in trust, in partnership, in rhythm. Now, surrender means that I step into the stream instead of trying to redirect the river. It means that I trust the divine order of things, even when I don't understand them yet. It means that I say, I am willing to let go of my grip. I am willing to be led. That is not weakness. That is devotion. Surrender is not giving up. It is showing up with openness instead of resistance. It is opening my hands and saying, I am ready to receive what is mine in the way and time that is best for me. When I surrender, I am not abandoning my dreams. I am aligning them with a wiser source, one that sees further than I can. I've learned that surrender often brings peace where force only brought exhaustion. It brings clarity where overthinking only brought confusion. It brings relief, breath, lightness. Surrender is not something I do just once. It's a practice, a moment-by-moment choice to release fear and trust love. And it always begins with awareness. I notice when I'm holding too tightly, trying too hard, fearing too much, and then I pause, I breathe, I soften, I say, I surrender with love. I allow life to lead me, and I feel something open. I feel space return. I feel the presence of something greater always with me, always guiding, always kind. This is not resignation. This is spiritual cooperation. This is saying, I trust the journey. I trust the timing. I trust myself. And in that trust, I find peace. Surrender doesn't mean I stop dreaming. It means I stop grasping. It doesn't mean I stop acting. It means I act with alignment. It doesn't mean I stop caring. It means I care enough to listen. So now, I lean into the wisdom of surrender, not because I am weak, but because I am finally strong enough to let go. And I say again, gently, deeply, I surrender with love. I allow life to lead me, and life, always loving, says, thank you. There is a quiet place within me that knows everything is happening exactly as it should, not according to my old timelines, my worries, or my need to rush, but according to something wiser, something more loving, something divine. For years, I struggled with the feeling that I was behind, that I had missed my chance, that I should have been further along by now. But life kept gently showing me that nothing was late, nothing was lost, and I was never forgotten. Every delay taught me patience. Every closed door guided me inward. Every long wait gave me depth and compassion I never would have known otherwise. It is easy to forget that a seed must rest in darkness before it bursts into bloom. It is easy to forget that just because I can't see movement doesn't mean it isn't happening. But now, I remind myself everything is being arranged. Every thread is being woven with care. The relationship, the opportunity, the healing, the answer. All of it is coming in its own beautiful season, carried by the rhythm of divine timing. There is nothing random. There is nothing wasted. Even my past fears and missteps were part of the choreography. Even the waiting has prepared me to receive more fully. I do not need to force or chase. I only need to trust. I breathe. I soften. I allow. Because I know what is meant for me is already finding its way. It may come in a form I didn't expect. It may arrive through a person I haven't yet met. It may show up after I've finally made peace with where I am. But it is coming. And when it does, I will recognize it not by how it looks, but by how it feels. Peaceful, joyful, right. Until then, I walk with trust in my heart and patience in my breath. And I say softly to myself, again and again, everything I need comes to me at the perfect time. I trust in divine timing. All is well in my world. These words are not just affirmations. They are anchors. They hold me steady in a fast-moving world. I do not need to rush toward life. Life is already moving toward me. I am ready. I am receptive. I am exactly where I'm meant to be. As we come to the end of this inner journey, let us pause and breathe. Feel your breath rise and fall, like the waves of the ocean, steady, rhythmic, natural. Let your shoulders soften. Let your mind quiet. Let your heart rest in the knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You began this journey perhaps feeling unsure. Perhaps there was worry, tightness, or a longing for something to arrive. But now you carry a new awareness. You've remembered that worry is only fear in disguise, and fear has no true power over you unless you feed it. You've remembered that trying to control life only creates resistance, and resistance blocks the very flow you are seeking. Today, you choose something different. You choose to trust. You choose to believe that there is a rhythm to your life, a rhythm that doesn't require your constant pushing, but rather your presence. You've learned that waiting is not punishment, it is preparation. That delays are not denials, but divine pauses that protect you and align you. That surrender is not giving up, it is opening up. You've remembered that blessings come in many forms. That guidance often speaks in whispers, in synchronicities, in gentle nudges from life. That peace is not found in the arrival, but in the unfolding. And most of all, you've reclaimed your ability to receive with ease, with grace, with an open heart. So now, as you step into this day, carry these truths with you like gentle lanterns lighting your way. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are on time. You are in alignment. You are guided and supported even when you cannot yet see it. There is a divine intelligence moving through all things, and that same intelligence is moving through you. You are being led. You are being loved. And what is meant for you cannot miss you. Let yourself walk forward, not in urgency, but in calm expectancy. Let your heart be light, your spirit open, and your breath steady. There is no need to force, no need to grasp, no need to fear, because you are guided, you are protected, you are exactly where you need to be, and everything you need is already finding its way to you. So take a deep breath now. Feel the calm that lives beneath the noise. Place your hand gently over your heart and whisper these words as a sacred reminder. All is well in my world. I trust the rhythm of my life. Everything I need comes to me at the perfect time. Dear one, go gently into this day. Let life meet you with grace. Let timing unfold in its perfect way. And remember, life loves you, and I love you too.